Iowa City rolled out the red carpet for thousands of RAGBRAI riders. Get a behind-the-scenes look at the sights and sounds. Plus, learn how the city can help you fund a rehab project on your home.
It keeps homes looking nice.
Then, area youth learn firsthand what it's like to be an emergency responder, all while gaining trust in themselves.
Build confidence in the kids.
And finally, learn how your four-legged friends can take advantage of Iowa City's awesome dog parks. And it all starts right now on this edition of Iowa City in Focus. The last time RAGBRAI made an overnight stop in Iowa City was 1976. To help that sink in, Jimmy Carter was president, Wings' Silly Love Song was the #1 hit, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest won Best Picture. That's why when Iowa City was chosen for the 2018 route, the city went all out to make sure riders had a unique experience.
Changing a flat tire on your bicycle can seem intimidating, but following a few simple steps can make it easy. Riders should always carry a spare tube, repair kit, tire levers, and a pump. First step is to remove the bike wheel. Begin by releasing your brakes. Then take your wheel out of the frame. Most bikes have a quick release lever to make this easy. Next, you will want to remove the tube. Start by releasing all of the air. Once the air is out, use a tire lever to separate the tire from one side of the rim. Make sure you go all the way around the tire and then remove the tube. You'll want to try to identify what caused the flat. Carefully look at the tire and the tube for cuts, tears, or items that might be lodged in the tread. If you don't see a puncture, inflate the tube and listen for leaking air. If you find a small tear, it can be patched using a kit to repair the damaged area. If the damage is too extensive, replacing the tube is your best option. With a partially inflated tube, start by inserting the valve stem. Continue putting the rest of the tube into the tire. Starting on the opposite side of the valve, push one edge of the tire inside the rim. Proceed around the wheel until all edges are in place. Once that is done, you may inflate the tire to the desired pressure. Place the tire back into the frame and tighten the bolts. Reconnect the brakes and make sure they are working. If you are replacing a rear wheel, make sure the gears are shifting properly. Following these 5 steps, you will ensure you find the most cost-effective way to fix your tire and get your bike back on the road again.
The city offers several different programs that provide homeowners with financial aid for housing rehab projects. To learn a little bit more about these options, Let's take a look at a homeowner who took advantage of not one, but two of these financial services.
This is a 1920s Moffett house, and when I moved in about 10 years ago, there were some issues with the siding. I thought it was original siding at that point, but it's not. It would have originally been cedar shingles in this area.
Rebecca loved her home from the minute she moved in, but the problems with the siding persisted.
Some sections of the siding have been replaced over the years, but that hasn't proved successful. Woodpeckers love the siding, and squirrels try to eat it.
As time went on, it became apparent that she needed to take action.
So right here is where a squirrel ate a chunk of my siding. I literally walked out the door and the squirrel was sitting there chewing away.
Being the owner of a historic home, Rebecca reached out to the city to discuss preservation options.
She had a house that was a Moffett house, it was a historic house, and we knew it did not have its original siding.
That's how Rebecca learned about the city's Historic Preservation Fund.
The Historic Preservation Fund was initiated to provide money to property owners in historic districts or in landmark properties to help them to maintain their historic homes and maintain the historic materials in their homes.
There are two different types of funding, grants and loans. Grants are available for owner-occupied homes where the household income is 140% of the median income or less. Loans are available for both landlords and homeowners with household incomes over 140% of the median income. Here's a quick look at the income chart. In both cases, these options provide funding for 50% of the total cost of qualified exterior rehabilitation or preservation projects with a maximum grant amount of $5,000 per project. In order to qualify, your home must be in a historic district, a conservation district, or a local landmark. For Rebecca, it was great news to learn that she qualified for the fund.
This was a project that I knew would be beyond my financial means, and so I just wanted to hear about opportunities they might have or advice they might have, and so I got really lucky that it coincided with when they were starting this grant, so it's really making it possible for me to do the project.
Typically, the fund will first look at preserving historic materials. If that's not an option, as was the case with Rebecca's home, the next step is to determine the best alternative.
And we also knew that the garage was a good example of what the house probably had for its original siding.
Since cedar shingles would ultimately have the same problem with woodpeckers, the contractor and the city agreed on cement board siding as the best option, replicating the pattern found on the garage. The Historic Preservation Fund covered 50% of the cost, but Rebecca still needed financing for the remaining amount. She again turned to the city for assistance, this time discovering GRIP.
General Rehabilitation Improvement Program.
This loan is designed for remodeling projects that fall between $10,000 and $40,000. The best part is the low interest rate.
It's a 20-year loan, and our interest rate is 2.75, which you cannot get that at any financial institution that I know of around here.
To qualify, applicants must live in city limits, the home must be single-family, owner-occupied, and there must be enough equity in the home to secure a loan. There are also income requirements, which are based on household size. For city employees, the incentive is watching an improvement project come full circle.
It's a fun experience working with the homeowners and seeing the transformation of their homes.
And for homeowners like Rebecca, it provides a way to accomplish a project that might otherwise be beyond their means.
I've known I needed to do it for a few years and just didn't know how I was going to do that financially. So really the combination of the two programs made it possible to finally get it done and get it done right.
To see if you qualify for either of these programs or to explore other services and funding for homeowners, visit the city's website at icgov.org/resident assistance.
We all live together here in Iowa City. We're all part of the same community. We can definitely do it, but we need everyone's help.
It's really the central issue of our day.
I think it's a wonderful plan that they have put forth, and if everybody gets on board, it can make a huge change in our climate in this area.
standing room only.
It was really exciting to see so many people and a range of people.
There's 5 action areas and 35 actions within those 5 action areas: buildings, transportation, waste, adaptation, and sustainable lifestyle.
It's broad enough and big enough. There's so many aspects to it that there should be something there for everyone.
Trying to get people to think about and commit to where they can help with this process.
I'm definitely going to try to limit the amount of times that I'm using my car to and from school for this coming school year.
I was real interested in the whole buildings area. We're doing a lot of things in terms of energy efficiency, and it's neat to see other people, involved in that, because it's going to make a huge difference.
The very most powerful thing that a person can do if they are concerned about climate change is to adopt a vegan, totally plant-based diet.
The idea behind the pledge is for people to look at what they can do individually, or who they know, or how they can contribute.
There are a whole range of ways you can engage in this and make a difference.
We need community support, we need community buy-in, we need community input. Obviously, we don't have all the answers.
Climate change is real, and it's going to become even more real, more severe as we move forward, should actions not be taken.
I feel like everyone is super energized and ready to go out and share what they did here tonight with their friends and their family.
We can be an example for other areas of the country.
It's easy to feel like, well, I can't do much, I'm just one person. But all these actions do add up. Collectively, we really can make a difference.
We hope to never be in a situation when we need them, but when we are, we're certainly thankful for the work that emergency responders do. In order to gain a better appreciation for the services they provide, kids got a chance to test their rescue skills during a fun summer camp.
So the purpose of the Emergency Services Camp is to introduce what we do and what our profession is.
The Iowa City Fire Department and Police Department, along with Johnson County Ambulance and Emergency Services, hosts this hands-on summer camp each year.
It's an amazing camp to go through the experiences and see what they go through every day.
It's a really great way to make new friends that you would never thought you would have made.
The camp is designed to be educational and challenge kids, but rule number 1 comes first.
First and foremost, we want to have fun. We want the kids to have fun while they're here at camp.
Kids get to work with firefighters, police, and paramedics to learn rescue techniques.
I was really excited about it because I knew that we'd be doing stuff like learning first aid and CPR, putting on oxygen tanks, and all that cool stuff.
My favorite part was rappelling down the wall. I was really scared to do it. Then they told me the ropes could carry more than my mom and dad's car.
Now we want to lean back and sit in the harness.
A big part of the experience is learning how to overcome obstacles in life.
We teach them how to address fear and how to address stress.
The most memorable thing I've done is probably the ladder because, it was so high up, but I never expected myself to do that.
I'm afraid of heights, so this could help me with my heights issues.
Seeing the challenges emergency responders overcome on a daily basis helps raise awareness of the important roles they play in our community.
I thought it was going to be really easy, but it's so hard because the tank is 30 to 40 pounds.
It was cool to see how much weight the firefighters put on their back because their oxygen tank is 32 pounds and then they have all that gear that they have to put on. We were all exhausted when we had it on for 2 minutes.
It's extremely heavy.
Some of the kids have an interest in pursuing a career in the emergency services.
I think it was going to be a cool thing because I want to be a police officer.
But even if they don't, the camp provides an opportunity to grow as leaders and learn more about themselves.
A lot of times you'll hear adults ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? We've kind of turned that around a little bit and worded it a little bit differently and say, who do you want to be when you grow up? The kids kind of get to find themselves during camp.
By keeping the activities hands-on and engaging, participants can take a lot away from this experience.
How they help with CPR and how they can save people.
I would say definitely do it. It is really fun and it teaches you some very, very important skills.
The more stuff you know, the better.
It's a great opportunity to get to know the young members of our community, interact with them in a positive manner.
It was a cool opportunity for me, like getting to know like the police officers and like getting like a bond.
I think it's to help the community, help the kids.
It was fun, nice for the cops to come out and play us, to see how good we are, see how good they are, for them to come out, take their time out their day, show us how they play and stuff.
You can put a name to a face, or we already can recognize some of the kids. The kids can come up and say hi, and I can say hi back, and it helps build relationships in the community. So I think it's really beneficial.
Cause it's like a cool experience for me and my friends, so I would look forward to doing it again.
It's kind of become a pretty good rivalry, and this is my 3rd year doing it now, and every year we can see them out and say, hey, you guys ready for next year?
Yeah, we're gonna try to beat the cops next year.
Whether you're tossing the ball with your dog or taking him or her out for a dip in the pond, Iowa City's dog parks are a great place to exercise your furry friends. Check it out.
Iowa City offers 2 great off-leash dog parks that provide an excellent opportunity for exercise and training. Rita's Ranch, located off Scott Boulevard, features 3 acres of space for your pets to play. Thornberry Dog Park is located on Foster Road. This 11-acre park is divided into 4 different sections. These parks are great for your 4-legged friends, but there are some rules you need to follow. But don't take it from me.
Hi, my name is Bella. I love coming to the dog park. But in order to use the facilities, your owner needs to get a yearly park permit tag or a day pass. 1-year permits are $40 for Iowa City residents and $45 for non-residents. Day passes are available for $5 per day and can be found in the dispensers at the dog park entrances.
And take it from me, you don't want to get caught without a pass. My name is Max, and my owner took me to Thornberry without a permit tag. Boy, was she mad when the animal services officer told her it was a $100 fine. You could buy a lot of bones with that kind of cash. Ruff.
All dogs must be at least 16 weeks old to enter, be fully vaccinated for rabies, accompanied by a responsible person at least 16 years of age, be on a leash when entering and exiting the off-leash area, and be under the handler's visual contact and voice control at all times.
In order to keep the parks a fun place for everyone, all dogs must be healthy and friendly to participate. That means no vicious, dangerous, or aggressive dogs, no canines with communicable diseases, and no pets that are in heat. This keeps the dog parks safe and enjoyable. Ruff!
Now, this next rule almost seems too simple to even need to mention. Owners, make sure you clean up after your dogs. I mean, no one wants to step in a pile of you-know-what. That stinks. And the dog parks even provide biodegradable waste bags and receptacles to dispose of them. I mean, what kind of person would just leave a mess like that?
My owner, that's who. It happened the other day. I was frolicking about, smelling new smells, when just like that, it hit me. I had to go, but when I was finished, my owner just acted like nothing had happened. She just walked away. Oh, the shame. I haven't been able to sleep since. Please don't put your pet through this kind of anguish. Pick up the poop.
It's okay, Max. It's not your fault. But seriously, humans, pick up the poo. We should also mention that the city offers more than 40 public parks and natural areas. Those can be a great place to take your dog, but the rules are a little different.
The most important thing is that all dogs must be kept on a leash. Also, it's a good idea to keep a short leash so that I'm not taking up the entire path. It hurts to say this, but I can't be trusted to leave room for others using the trail.
All dogs love to get out and play, and by following these simple rules, we can all have a good time at the park.
Thanks, Bella and Max. That was a great summary of how to enjoy the dog parks. You can find all those rules and information on permits at icgov.org/dog park. We hope to see you and your pet at the dog park soon. Have a pawsome day.
Next time on Iowa City in Focus, learn about the history of this senior center club and how it hopes to continue to thrive. Thanks for checking out our show. Find other great content on our website at citychannel4.com. We'll see you next time on Iowa City in Focus.